What's up, go-getters? It's your boy Coach to Win, and I'm back with another video. Thank you for coming back to watch the video, first of all, and then I'm just gonna get into it. All right, so let's start with the me sleeping in the, and then just basically these triggering while I was sleeping. So I was scalping PHUN, all right, and it went up, and then it came a little down, and I bought back in, and I held a few shares. And then at pretty much 4 o'clock or so Eastern time, 1 o'clock here, this thing took off. Oh, but this thing tanked. And then at around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and 4 o'clock here in the West Coast, it popped. And then these all triggered. That's all I did was like six. I sold 600 out of 1,000. I held 400. And so basically I made enough to hold, but I was a little greedy and I kept trading it. And so this is me. I traded. So what happened was I traded this and I scalped it while it was going up. And then I caught myself at the top. And then I held the bag forever, ever. So I held it since when it came back down. I thought it was going to go back up. It never did. It just kept coming down. And I was like, let me just hold it and see what happens. However, while I was holding it, luckily I only went 5,000 shares. Because if I didn't go 5,000 shares, and went 10,000 shares like what I normally do, what would have happened was I would have had to bag hold this thing and it would have been really bad. So luckily I only used half of my buying power, and my other half, this is what I did with my other half. All right, your boy was doing this right here. I was scalping AIKI for like, I saw it going up, and I kept scalping it all the way to the top, and I saw it was coming down. I only sold a couple at a loss because I had partial fills, and that screwed me up and it messed up my calculations and stuff, so I sold those at a loss. But then I came back, and basically I made like roughly $1,000 on this one. You're gonna see that in a little bit. But yeah, those are my two highs and my lows. PHUN, I'm bag holding it right now for roughly $4,000. So you know what, let me just keep going with my day here. So I scalp ICO. I scalped Hudson Tech at the end of the trading day. So after hours, I made enough to hold 100 shares of this. So that way it's just working, and it's pretty much free shares here. And I'm just like letting that money go to work. So I made a small profit off of that. And so basically, yeah, that's what I was talking about right here. I bought that 100 shares, basically paid for it because I made like $200. So this is how you create assets for your portfolio, because why not have money work for you, right? And then, so I was messing around with GME. Who's not messing with that, right? Like, again, I had to get in, hop out. I should have held though, because that 10 share would have like went to 200 something bucks after hours. But anyways, I'm gonna move on here, and oh yeah, and then I was creative. I don't know how to sew, so I stapled. Because I took my daughter bike riding because I wanted to go get boba, give her some exercise, and get her out of the house. And there you go, celebrate it with a boba, even though I'm holding like a $4,000 bag. But I made nearly $2,000 today, like 1,700, something like that. So anyways, my overall ICO right there, that's what I made. Hudson, I made this much because the stock did go down, but those 100 shares are pretty much free. And then I made OXBR, scalped that, made that much. And then ALNA, scalped that, made nearly 100 there. And then I scalped this one. I should have held because it actually went up to $15 after hour. But who knows? I just want to get in, get out, and just make some money real quick. A few times. I traded a few times, scalped it a few times. That's what I meant to say. Of course, GameStop, who's not in that, right? So I made 35 today. So I'm closing in on I'm actually still, overall, I'm still like negative $2 on trading game, but it's just fun, And then this is a IPO that came out, and then it just popped, came down. And I was like, I just buy it a little bit below, and then it went back up, and I made like boba money basically. And then I shorted this one. So I sold. You can see here, I sell and then I buy back the shares right here. So I shorted that for fun because why not? I saw it was a downtrending stock and I just want to do it for fun. Why? Because I was waiting for other trading opportunities, so might as well trade a short when you can. And I was gonna do 100 shares, but I wasn't able to borrow 100 shares because it was like hard to borrow, whatever it was. And I was like, whatever, I'll do 5 or 10. And then here is my bag that I'm holding. It actually got worse. I thought it was gonna. Let me show you. Let me just show you real quick right here. So you can see my AIKI, all these right here. But if I go all the way down to the bottom, so I can keep it real with you, this is what I'm holding right here. All right. So overall, I made money off of this. Okay. So that's why it's not negative 36,000 or whatever it is, or 3,600, something like that. Like the 3,800. Okay. If you look at it right here, 3,800. Okay. And I made roughly $700 off of this, so I should have just held my 400 shares and then just let it go to work and see what happens. And obviously it tanked, but you can see here. And now I'm holding this bag, but it forced me to trade AIKI or AIKI, right? And make up for this bag holding. So I'm willing to hold this bag and then see where it goes. So we'll see what happens. If it comes back up and I need to cut my loss, I will cut my loss near $1,000. Hopefully it'll get back to that, and so I can have trading power. You don't want to hold on to a bag for too long because you need that money for trading. Because you don't want to like just think about like, oh my goodness, like I'm holding this bag. Don't think that way. You have to constantly look for new trading opportunities because it's always out there. That's what I did today. Okay, so that was pretty much my day for today. How you guys doing? That's why the background's kind of green and red, because I am holding this bag, so I don't know if it's gonna go positive later on or just go to a higher, less of a negative. That's what I meant to say. If the stock comes back up, we'll see. It doesn't look good. Not in the after hour. Look at this. Horrible. Horrible. But yeah, I also got in this right here. Where is it? Where is it? It's maybe 100 something right now. Oh, AMC. All right. So I bought it on AMC. So I was trading it, messing around yesterday, and today after hours, I was looking at it and it popped. I was like, it started stabilizing. I was like, you know what? Let's just go in 100 shares just for kicks, because the whole GameStop thing, I was like, if it happens to this, because your boy got to stay up with the stocks, right? What's the trending thing to do? So I got this, and hopefully it'll offset my PHUN if this goes to like, I don't know, $100, $200 per share, like GameStop. We'll see. I'll take a negative, but it's only 100 shares, not a big deal. I was actually gonna go 1,000. If I went 1,000, I would have offset whatever I could potentially lose with PHUN. But I'm gonna hold PHUN for a while and bag hold that and see what happens with it. Yeah, that is pretty much my day, and I just wanted to, again, repeat what I said about when you're bag holding, you should not stop looking for opportunities to trade. There is no room for you, especially in this, to be sitting there feeling like you're at a loss because you're holding such a bag. Okay, I watched my account, literally, here's my account, all right? I've watched my account go from near $55,000 to $46,000 and is back up to $49,000. And if you think about it, okay, if PHUN comes back, I'll be back up close to $55,000, close to $54,000, $53,000 if it comes back and I break even. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, don't worry, continue to seek those opportunities to trade when you can. And I guess the most important thing I learned today was not to put all your eggs in one basket, because I tend to do that with like 10,000 shares, and that'll be like depletes my whole buying power, and that's just something for you to think about for those of you who are stuck and in that situation where you're like, oh my goodness, I have no buying power. Well, next time just do half. Don't be greedy, do half, and then save the other half just in case if plan A doesn't go through. You got plan B where I just scalping left and right, and I nearly covered whatever I lost at the end of the day if I was to sell PHUN and take a loss. But it was me just being curious and just holding this and then see where it goes, and it didn't go anywhere. And the chart does not look good either. If you look at the chart here, okay, it is going down, trending, bumping, down, trending, bumping, and down, trending again. It's like hopeless. Except AIKI over here, which I still have some shares. It went up, it went down, it went up again, it went down again. So in the after hour, it went up, and then I don't know. We'll see if this is gonna pop. It's the right buy-in price. I have no idea. Like I don't even think it's about the company anymore. It's just like people are just buying stocks just to buy stocks. It's not. I don't even go into looking at the valuations and all that stuff. I'm just like, what is trading and has momentum right now, and I'll go in and I'll trade. And that is how I was able to make all those small 100, 200, 100, 200, and then buy some of those stocks and just let those stocks work. And then we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my day today. Thank you guys again for coming to watch, and hopefully you find these tips useful. And a simple thank you in the comments would be like really helpful. And a thumbs up, because you got to get that YouTube algorithm right to promote my videos, because your boy is trying to get to like 1,000 subs by June. I'll be turning 40 in the summer, so I just wanted that as like a birthday present. You guys can help like, share, and subscribe, especially to people who are day trading and want to get some insight into someone who day trades with like a decent size account. I wouldn't call this like a major account. It's this is still baby steps for me. Like I'm not where I need to be yet, or I'm not where I want to be yet, because I'm trying to get to this like maybe $2 million, and it's crazy to say it out loud, right? I'm trying to get to $2 million and throw it into some like dividend funds and then just like live off the interest and then become like a millionaire bum. Still look like a bum, still act like a bum, dress like a bum. You know what I mean? Like just be a bum, and still drive a beat up car, but have $1 million in the bank account. And that goes against a lot of things that people are not down with, because they say if you have that much money, you should look the part. Like you don't have to. I don't have to go like floss my, you know what I mean, like my Yeezys or whatever and buy. I just think it's silly to spend money on things that are just basically material things. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm guilty because I love camera gears, and but those are investments, because I use those camera gears to make review videos for my other YouTube channel, and that makes me money. So technically it's an investment in passive income. Of course, I have to spend more time to make those videos for those other folks who are watching my other camera channel. If you want to check it out, it's Mr. Heng 562, HENG 562. Okay, Mr. No space, no dots, nothing. Mr. HENG 562. And that's why I talk about camera gears and video making and photography, like all the artsy stuff. But this channel is just straight up for day trading and dropping some knowledge for you. I'm rambling again. Okay, so I need to stop. I'm gonna say goodbye now, because I need to shoot only for 15 minutes and then edit this video down, and also get into bed, wake up, and trade the next day. So I can't be like doing any crazy fancy editing and stuff like that. But it's just gonna get this content out to you, give you some trading tips and some foundational life advice, like the first rule of finance: don't spend what you don't have. A lot of people spend what they don't have. That's why they're in debt. That's why they're basically enslaving themselves to work for other people instead of working for themselves. Or in my case, I love my teaching job, because I'm still working for the man per se, but I love it. I love teaching. I love being around high school kids who, just who are willing to listen and learn something that can help them in the future. I think that they can still be shaped, some of them. Some of them are set in their ways, I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully, just like the movie Inception, just drop a little of that life knowledge on them, and hopefully they'll grow up to be a better person than they are in high school, of course. So yeah, I wasn't like the most stellar student either. I was like, I wouldn't say average, I would say above average, because I actually tried a little harder than the average student. I was an ABC student, 3.5 GPA, willing to work hard, because that's just, I think that's what helped me, was hard work. It wasn't because I was smart. I guess I'm smart enough, but it's just that hard work and willing to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, I'm rambling again. Too much life knowledge stuff. Let's save that for another video. Let's say goodbye. I'm sorry if I took up too much of your time, but you know, sometimes you just gotta speak your mind. You know what I mean? All right. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching this video. And help me get to 1,000 subs before June. So you know, then that's basically telling me happy birthday. Actually, I don't really care for my birthday because I forgot one year it was my birthday. When I turn 41, that's when I'll actually be excited because I'm a nerd. I love prime numbers. Again, I'm rambling. Anyways, get your hands ready if you're here and have been here before. And for those of you who are new, just get your hands ready and get ready. Here we go. Follow along. Rock, paper, peace. Let's hang out again in the next video.